Hi students, today I am going to the chapter number 12, exercise 12.1. Here this chapter is ratio and proportion. So I am going to the question number 1. In the question number 1 it is given that there are 20 girls and 15 boys in a class. And in part 1, part A, question is asking that what is the ratio of the number of girls to the number of boys. So I am taking the question 1. Part A. Here, the ratio of girls to boys, ratio of girls to boys. So how we will find out the ratio? Here we have to write down the number of girls and divide by number of boys. So here now we will write down the whatever the number of girls are given, that are given 20, number of boys are given 15, that are given in the question. Now we will solve it, reduce it. 5 4 ja and 5 3 ja. So answer will be the 4 by 3. So what will be the ratio? Here ratio will be 4 ratio 3. So this is the answer of the question number 1. Now going to the B part. Here in the B part, similarly, question is asking that what is the ratio of number of girls to the total number of the students in the class. So first of all, we have to find out total number, total students. So here, how many total students? That are the 20 girls and 15 boys. Total are 35. Now, ratio of girls to the boys. So ratio of girls to the boys will be the number of, sorry, not to the boys, to the total students. So here number of girls and total number of total students. So answer will be the number of girls are given 20, the number of the total students are given 35. Now 5 4 ja 20 and 5 7 ja. So answer will be the 4 upon 7. So now ratio will be the 4 ratio 7. So this is the complete question number 1. Here the solution is given on the board. Now students, I am going to the question number 2. In the question number 2, it is saying that out of 30 students, there are the total students are given 30, and there like football, there are the 6 students like football, 12 students like cricket, and remaining students like tennis. That means 12 students like tennis. Now the first part question asking that number of students, we have to find out the ratio number of students liking football to the number of students liking tennis. So here ratio of the number of students like football to number of students like tennis. So we have to write down the total number of students like football, that as a numerator, and the number of students like tennis, that as a denominator. Now here 6 of the football and 12 of the tennis. So ratio will be the 6 upon 12. Now we will reduce it. 6 1 ja 6, 6 2 ja 12. So answer will be the 1 by 2. That means answer will be the 1 ratio 2. Similarly, now we are going to the B part. Number of the students liking cricket. So here now we are going to the cricket. Liking to the cricket, and now we have to find out the ratio to the total number of students. Now total number of the students. Now here we have to write down the total number of students. So what will be the here? Now we will write down number of students like cricket, there are 12, and total number of students, there are 30. Now 6 2 ja 12 and 6 5 ja 30. So answer will be the 2 upon 5, and ratio will be the 2 ratio 5. So here ratio will be the 2 ratio 5. This is the part B. Here we are going to the part B. Here we have to find the ratio of number of students like in cricket and total number of students. So this will be the answer. Now I am going to the question number 3. In the question number 3, it is given that figure is given in your book. Here in the figure, I am watching that there are the 3 triangles are given, 2 squares are given, and 2 circles are given. And so we are finding that the total figures are given 7. Now going to the A part. Here we have to find the ratio of triangles to the circles. Here we are going to find out the ratio of the triangles to the circle. So here total triangles are given 3 and circles are given 2. So ratio will be the 3:2. Now going to the B part. Here we have to find out the ratio of squares. Here we have to find out the ratios of squares to the all the figure inside the rectangle. So all figure. So here squares are given 2 and all figures are given 7. So ratio will be the 2:7. Now going to the C part. Here in the C part, it is given that number of circles to all the figures inside the rectangles. So ratio of circles, whatever the circles are given to the all figure. So here circles are given 2 and all figures are given 7. So again ratio will be the 2:7. So here this is the solution of the question number 3. Now I am going to the question number 4. So now question number 4 is written on the board. Here in question it is saying that distance travelled by the Hamid and Akhtar in 1 hour are 9 km. So distance travelled by the Hamid in 1 hour, that is 9 km, and distance travelled by Akhtar in 1 hour, that is 12 km. Now we have to find out the ratio of the speed of Hamid to the speed of Akhtar. So both the distance are given in 1 hour. So the speed is 9 km per hour and here the 12 km per hour. Now we have to take the ratio of the speed. So 9 upon 12. Now both are divisible by 3. So 3 3s are 9 and 3 4s are 12. Now it is equal to the 3 upon 4. So that is equal to the 3:4. So that is the answer. Now going to the question number 5, that is filling the blanks is given. You have to do it by self. Now going to the question number 6. Here question number 6 is saying find the ratio of the following. So I am taking the first part. Here the numbers are given 81 to 108. So ratio will be 81 upon 108. Now we have to take that 9 9 ja 81 and 9 12 ja. So that becomes 9 upon 12. Now again it is divisible. 3 3 ja 9, 3 4 ja 12. So answer will be the 3 upon 4. Now we can write in the ratio, that becomes 3:4. Similarly we are going to the part C. Here we have to pay attention on the unit. Here both the units are given same, but in the next question you will get this thing also. We have to mind on this. So here ratio will be the 33 upon 121. Now both are divisible by 11. 11 3 ja and 11 time. So now it becomes 3 upon 11. So here value will be the 3, ratio will be the 3:11. Now this is the answer. Now you have to do the remaining two parts, that are the B and D are remaining. You have to do it by self. Now going to the question number 7. Here in the 7th question, again given that find the ratio of the following. So I am taking the first part. Here it is given we have to find the ratio of the 13 minutes to the 1.5 hours. Now here it is given in minutes and it is given in hours. So first of all, before to find the ratio, we have to convert them in the same unit. It is given in 30 minutes, so we have to change it into the minute. So it becomes 30 minutes to 1.5 hours, means 1 hour means 60 minutes and 0.5 means 30 minutes. So total will be the 90 minutes. So here now ratio becomes 30 minutes to 90 minutes. 0 0 cancel. 3 1 ja 3, 3 3 ja 9. So answer will be the 1/3 and ratio becomes 1:3. Now going to the B part. Here in the B part it is given 40 centimeter and here 1.5 meter. So what we have to do? Here we will write down centimeter and also we have to convert this into the centimeter. 1 meter is equals to the 100 centimeter. 0.5 means 50. So it becomes 150 centimeter. Now we have to find out the ratio. Here ratio becomes 40 centimeter upon 150 centimeter. Now centimeter reduce 0 0 cancel. So it becomes 4/15. So ratio becomes 4:15. Now you have to do the remaining two parts. C and D parts are remaining. So you have to do it by self. Similarly, changing the ratio, whatever the numbers are given, you have to convert into the same unit. Then you have to solve it. Now going to the question number 8. Here question number 8 is written on the board. In this question, in a year, Seema earns rupees 1,50,000 and she saves rupees 50,000. So what is the spends? So here 1,50,000 minus 50,000. So here spends are 1 lakh. Now we are going to the part A. In part A, question asking that money that Seema earns to the money she saves. So what is the ratio? Ratio of earning to the saving. So earning is given 1,50,000, saving is given 50,000. So here we are going to reduce the zeros, 4 zeros reduce. Now it becomes 15/5. 5 1 ja 5, 5 3 ja. So ratio becomes 3:1. This is the ratio of the earning to the saving. Now going to the B part. Ratio of money saves to spends. So here saving are 50,000, spends are 1 lakh. Here the spends are given. So here now we are going to reduce the zeros. So here it becomes 5/10. 5 1 ja 5, 5 2 ja 10. Now ratio becomes 1:2. So this is the solution of the question number 8. Now going to the question number 9. So question number 9 is written on the board. In the question number 9, question asking there are 102 teachers in a school. It's a simple question and of 3,300 students. That means total students are 3,300 and teachers are 102. So here number of the teachers are given 102 and number of total students there are the 3,300. And question is asking we have to find out the ratio of the number of teachers to the number of students. So here number of teachers are written and number of students are written. Now we are going simply here we are going to reduce them. It is divisible by 2, so we will write down 2 5 ja 10, 2 1 ja 2. Now it is 2 1 ja 2, 1 carry over, 2 6 ja 12, 2 5 ja 10, 0 as it is. Now we are going to divide with the 3. So it is 51/1650. Now by the 3, 3 1 ja 3, now 2 carry over, 3 7 ja 21, 3 5 ja 15, 1 carry over, 3 5 ja 15, 0 as it is. So answer becomes 17/550. That means ratio becomes 17:550. Now going to the question number 10. Here in the question number 10, question asking that in a college out of 4,320 students, total students are given 4,320 and here the girls are given 2,300 and the remaining are boys. So boys are given 2,020. After subtraction we can find it. Now in part A, question asking that number of girls, we have to find out the ratio number of girls to the total number of students. So here girls are written and the total number of students are written. Now 0 0 cancel. Now both are divisible by 2. So 2 1. So after solving we will get that 115/216. Now it is not divisible. So we will write down the ratio 115 to the ratio So ratio becomes 115 ratio 216. Now going to the B part. Here in the B part it is given that we have to find out the ratio of number of boys to the number of girls. So number of boys are given this, number of girls are these. Now 0 0 cancel. Now both are divisible by 2. So it becomes 101 and it becomes 115. So ratio becomes 101 ratio 115. Now going to the C part. Here we have to find out the ratio number of boys to the total number of students. So number of boys are given and total number of students 0 0 cancel. Now again it is divisible by 2. So it becomes 101 and here it becomes 216. So this is the solution of question number 10. Now I am going to the question number 11. So here question number 11 is written on the board. Here question is saying that out of 1800 students in a school, 750 opted basketball. So total students are given 1800, opted basketball that are 750, opted cricket that are given 800 and remaining opted table tennis so that are given 250. It is not given. After you have to add them. Now you have to subtract the sum of these two from the 1800, then you will get that 250. Now we have to find out the option A. Part A is given number of students who opted basketball and to the number of students who opted table tennis. So here ratio becomes opted basketball upon opted table tennis. So 750 upon 250. Now 0 0 cancel. 25 1 ja 25, 25 3 ja 75. So ratio will be the 3:1. Now going to the B part. Here we have to find out the ratio of the opted cricket to the opted basketball. So opted cricket are given 800 and to the basketball 750. 0 0 cancel. 80 upon 75. Now it becomes divided by the 5. So it becomes 16 and it becomes 15. Now ratio becomes the 16:15. Now go to the C part. Here we have to find out the ratio of opted basketball to the total student. So 750 opted basketball and total are 1800. 0 0 cancel. Now it is divisible by 5. So firstly I divided with the 5. 5 1 ja 5, 5 5 ja 25 and it is also divisible by 5. Now we got 15:36. Now it is also divisible by 3. 3 5 ja 15, 3 1 ja 3, 3 2 ja 6. Now ratio becomes the 5:12. Now going to the question number 12. Cost of a dozen pens is rupees 180. Dozen means 12 pen. So here cost of 12 pens is given 180. So cost of 1 pen we have to divide it by the 12. So it becomes rupees 15. Now cost of the 8 ball pens that is given rupees 56. Now by the unitary method we are getting cost of 1 ball pen. That it becomes the 56 divided by 8. So answer is rupees 7. Now we have to simply find out the ratio. Ratio is given cost of a pen, cost of a ball pen. So 15:7. So that will be the ratio. Now going to the 13th question. It is given the fill in the blank type. There the table is given and we have to find out we have to write down the values on the given space. So here this space is given and one more remaining space is given. Simply here 10, 25, 25 2 ja 50. So 10 2 ja 20. Again 20 2 ja 40. So 15 2 ja 100. So this is the table. Now going to the question number 14. Now students, I am going to the question number 14. Here in the question number 14, question is saying that divide 20 pens between Sheila and Sangeeta in the ratio of 3:2. So what we have to do in such type of questions? Whenever the ratio are given and we have to divide something in the given ratio, so first of all we have to write down the ratio, then we have to find out the sum of the ratio. So 3 plus 2 becomes 5. So this is the sum of ratio. Now Sheila got 3 out of total ratio 5. So got 3 out of 5 and that is of 20 pence. So multiply with the given number. So here 5 4 ja 20, then 4 multiplied to the 3, that is 20 pence. That means Sheila got 20 pence. Now Sangeeta got 2 out of total means 5. So 2 out of 5 into 20. So 5 4 ja 20 again, 4 2 ja 8. So Sangeeta got 8 pence. Now going to the question number 15. Ratio of the ages that is given Shreya to the Bhumika. So here simply the ratio of the ages. because the question in the 15, mother want to divide rupees 36 between her daughters Shreya and Bhumika in the ratio of their ages. If ages of Shreya is 15 years and ages of Bhumika is 12 years, find how much Shreya and Bhumika will get. So simply first of all we have to find out the ratio of their ages, Shreya and Bhumika. 15 upon 12, so that becomes 5 upon 4 after dividing by the 3. So this becomes the ratio 5:4. Now again similarly like the question number 14, we have to find out the sum. So that 5 plus 4 becomes 9. Now, so Shreya got 5. 5 out of total 9. So 5 parts out of 9 of 36. So 9 4s are 36, 4 5s are 20. So she got 20 rupees. Now Bhumika got 4 parts out of total 9. So here 4 out of 9 and multiplied with the 36. Again 4 4s are 16. So Bhumika got rupees 16. Now going to the 16th question. This is the last question of the exercise. Present age of the father is 42 and the son is 14 years. So here present age are given 42 and 14 years. So ratio of the present ages of the father to son, that is 42 upon 14. 14 3 are 42, so it becomes 3 upon 1, that means 3:1. Now question is saying that in the B part, age of father to the age of son when son was 12. That means when son was 12 means 2 years back. So father's age also will be decreased 2 years. So it becomes when son was 12, then father was also at 40. So here ratio becomes 40 upon 12, that means 20 upon 6, that means 10 upon 3. So ratio becomes 10:3. Now I am going to the part C, after 10 years. As question is saying that we have to find out the ratio of the ages after 10 years. So after 10 years, present age are given 42, after 10 years plus 10, and present age of son is given 14, so after 10 years plus 10. So it becomes 52 and it becomes 24. Now after dividing, it becomes a 26 upon 12, means 13 upon 6. So we are getting the ratio 13:6. Now going to the D part, age of father to the age of son when father was 30 years old. So when father was 30 years old, that means present age is given 42. So 40 years, 30 years means that is 12 years ago, 12 years back. So when father was 30, that means son was 12 years back. Now it is 14, so 12 years back it becomes 2 years only. So ratio becomes 30 upon 2, that means 15 upon 1. So ratio becomes 15:1. Thank you.